What's up, everybody? It's what time? What is it? It's Friday, yeah, and we're playing some Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing some Empire of the Ghouls, and I get to play. Yay! And that guy over there gets the DM. Go ahead, Matakiri.
All right, thank you. It's been a little bit of a hiatus, so welcome to session 41. Just kind of a brief recap since it's been 4 weeks since we last played. You guys have continued on your journey through the Shadow Realm. Quint is loving it, all this nostalgia from hanging out here in the Shadow Realm, as you guys are being led by a woman named Selvin, and she's joined your party to act as a guide, and she's taking you south, far, far, far to the south, where the plan is to exit the Shadow Realm and visit a city called Siwal. Um, you've run into a few things along the way. Um, One thing you've noticed steadily is that the further you go, the more you hear this strange voice, almost whispering in the wind, uh, as you go along, and you get this returned, 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 has returned, kind of very soft, very faint uh, voice, but you hear that as you guys have been going along. As you guys were traveling on the fifth day of your journey, you entered into this small clearing. It looked like a good place to take a short break. And up ahead, you saw a number of individuals wearing scale mail armor with shields, pretty well decked out, all carrying war picks, and a halfling female standing there with a staff with a giant orb on the end of it, and she was sitting on a rock. And as you guys began approaching, first off, I think it was who was it? I think it was Sir Tegas. Noticed that behind this tree, you could just make out the fact that there was one of those guys who had his helmet off, and he appeared to be eating a humanoid body, a humanoid corpse laying on the ground there. Um, and so you guys approached as a group, and
And joined
then
it.
Tarian took a step into some doom sand, which nobody saw. And so when we ended, we had started the round, and we were at the start of Tarian's turn. So Tarian, you are going to sink at the start of your turn.
Doom.
A total of 3 feet. So
That's, I think, most of my heights.
so yeah, you're up
How tall am
to
I?
your nose right now, and you are actually restrained by it. Um, and at the same time, I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw
Whoa.
as you feel this strange energy from the doom sand leaching into your skin all over. All right, so you failed the saving throw, and you are now frightened as you are overwhelmed with this sense that you are suffocating and being enclosed on all sides from around you by this doom sand, and it's leaching away at your emotions, and you have become frightened.
Yeah, I feel like
He
that's a
had
reasonable response to what's going on
actually.
too.
Did he get advantage on that roll since he's a barbarian and he has brave or a halfling and he has brave?
Roll it again to see if good memory, good call.
Well, I looked on the
Thanks,
effects on his character sheet.
Yeah,
thanks,
I
thanks
didn't.
for that. That I forgot what my character does.
Unfortunately,
He
you
still failed.
failed again. You actually rolled the uh, same roll.
I'm
All right.
trying to
Well, it
help.
is
I'm
your
trying to
turn.
help.
It's the start of your turn. You sank down and are frightened and restrained. You can attempt to escape by using your action to perform a strength check. The DC is 10 plus the number of feet you have sunk.
Okay. I do. Do I know like more about this doom sand? Um,
No, you've never heard of it before. All you know is that as soon as you started sinking, Selvin behind you yelled out, "Look out!" and it's Doom Sand. She seemed to recognize it, but nobody saw it before, so she couldn't point it out.
Could say jump back.
all right. Well, I would like to, yeah, try to break out of this, and I'm going to use my inspiration
Okay.
to do
So
that.
the DC for you is a 13, and this is a straight strength check, not athletics.
Okay.
Literally trying to grab onto the ledge of the still slightly solid ground and yank yourself up. A halfling reroll turned a 1 into a 20 as you rolled a 24.
I'll
Beautiful.
take that.
And
I'm
it,
lucky and strong.
yes. So you had both advantage and disadvantage. So it was actually really good that you used your thing because otherwise you'd have disadvantage on the roll because you were restrained and you would have disadvantage on strength checks. Or was that from the frightened? I don't remember which one.
Something, yeah.
But regardless, you succeed. So you manage to pull yourself up and out onto the ledge. Um, you would be prone as you pull yourself up out of this sand. Uh,
All right, I'm panting and like, guys, don't go in there.
Now that he has stepped in it, can we see where this sand is?
the sand looks very much like it's not like literal sand. It's kind of like a it looks the same as the dirt of the pathway ahead of you. Um, it would take a using your action to spend the time seeing if you can spot exactly where the edge is. It's very well hidden.
Oh, I probably have enough movement to stand up too, right?
Yeah. Because you're no longer restrained. You are still frightened for one round. Let me.
Did you want to rage maybe? Rawr!
No, I'm too like
Too
frightened.
frightened.
I'm just like, what's
Spitting
going on? This
sand
is
out.
why am I even here?
All right. This spherical guy looks up at you and kind of chuckles a little bit and says, You okay over there? You fall in or something? And takes a step back, kind of right in front of the lady there, and that's all he's gonna take the dodge action. Because he doesn't know what you guys are doing.
Alright, well,
And none of them have acted aggressively yet so far.
Quint's going to, well, I was going to shoot somebody in the face, but no one's acted aggressively yet. I think Quint's going to, he's going to fly up a little.
Okay.
And try to get a better look at said, no, minus, plus. About 15 feet up, and he's trying to get a better look at the body. Where's the body?
The
Somebody
body was
ain't jump.
behind here. You'd have to be a lot
Oh,
higher to see over this tree. The
15.
big bush
Oh, I
area.
think I'm going to just move over here next to Tarion and kind of give him a little encouragement. You're all right, little guy. You'll be fine down there. I got you covered. And he kind of has his bow out, and he's just going to dodge as his action.
Okay.
And I'll put that on myself.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I can do this thing. I have a ring of jumping.
Okay.
It lets me multiply my jump distance by 3.
Mm-hmm.
Your jump is how far is the jump based on?
You're
Strength
standing
score.
or running?
See, that's the thing I want to argue. I was going to back the horse up and get a running start and kind of surf the horse into the sand. Have you guys seen Neverending Story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Gonna run the horse
Or,
right into the
or
quicksand.
Black Beauty? Is it Black Beauty the same thing?
And then at the last moment use inertia to jump, but I was going to use the DM rule of awesome to like use the moving start, if that was okay. Sacrificing my horse
Yeah, you can ride your horse right into it.
at full tilt. Okay. So how far could the horse get into the sand before I had to jump off of it?
Well, the horse gets to here and immediately begins sinking. It sinks like a rock and immediately starts thrashing.
Doom.
Your poor horse.
We can't hear you, Jeremiah.
Picture Artax from Neverending Story. Is that his name?
Yes, Artax.
Okay, so I'm gonna put jump on myself.
It's okay, Tarion. He hasn't really been feeding his horse anyways. It's starving to death.
Yeah. So this is probably it's probably like, oh thank God, it's gonna dip its head directly into the sand as soon as it's nearby. But now I'm
Atreyu would
55 feet
never.
away.
Atreyu would never do that on purpose, though.
Well, Atreyu wouldn't, but
He has a
we would.
soul and a moral compass. All right, so strength
Your
18.
compass is more magnetic and it's internal.
Yeah.
Dude, I was gonna eat that.
The horse?
Yeah.
All right, so
You still can.
okay, long jump
It's just going to
is
be frightening. It's just going to be frightening, is all.
cover up to your strength score if you move. All right, so 3 times 18 should get me at least to the guy I'm targeting, right?
Give me a second. Because you gotta dismount.
It's gonna be, yeah.
Oh, I'm surfing it. I'm standing on it. That's why I was asking, like, if I could
Okay.
surf the horse in and jump.
He's pre-dismounted. He's
He's
Yeah.
pre-dismounted. All right. Well, first off, give me an acrobatics check to see if you fall off the horse.
Can I do an athletics instead, or it must be
He's
acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
He's strangling the horse.
I'm just kidding. I'm good at both. Oh God, if I'm going to use my inspiration though.
Okay. Well, that was good. Okay. So you surf the horse, and it immediately begins sinking. And so yeah, you'll be able to jump 3 times the distance. Now, if you're going longer than your normal move, then we were kind of rule of cooling it. Your ring can let you go farther, but if you're going longer than that, then you're going to fall prone. Right? You're going beyond your ability to land
Oh
comfortably and
yeah,
safely.
yeah. I'm going beyond the what my normal movement would be without dash. I could dash this distance, but I couldn't move. So if I have to be a little robo man missile, that's cool too.
Okay. Yeah, you can robo missile it and land on the ground,
I think
prone
he's hoping
somewhere.
to get some slide action in there too. Like,
Yeah, I wanted to see if I can target reflective jaunt with my entire body.
Okay.
I will take the whatever damage as well. It's just I don't care. I'm trying to turn myself into a missile shape and hit him with my head.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So go ahead. What's the distance on that?
55
all
according to
that
the target. Oh, 45 if okay. I'll take yours.
all that work he did on getting that token with you on it, and now you just drowned in your horse in sand. I don't get it. I
He'll
don't get
find
it.
another horse.
Oh yeah, I'll take the first horse I see. Even well, not Sertegas's, but
As much as horses are like almost a need when you're back in these days, they're a pain in the ass in D&D. I mean, they just are.
yeah.
They can
And
be.
I, the player, feel kind of like a dick riding a horse while everybody's walking. So
All right. 1 second. Let's.
especially when I cannot get tired and I don't need to sleep. I
They
mean,
are
I do
kind
kind
of they are kind of beneficial though in 5e. I mean, in 4th edition they were like whatever, it's a horse. But in this edition, movement they get to do their own movement, dodge or dash, right? Yeah.
I'm just resetting your size.
Dragon is token.
All right. You jump over there. You're gonna land prone. But go ahead and give me an attack roll on that guy as you try to headbutt him.
of. Okay. But,
That's exactly what it sounds like.
okay. I should have the unarmed already, right? Or is that something I have?
Yeah, just an unarmed strike is fine. You're proficient in using your head to bash things.
Looks like I
It's
have
in
to
the
add
spell
that.
codings if you wanted to drag it.
Yeah.
It's only showing me unarmed, whatever. I'll roll a d20.
A 17.
Plus my
17.
proficiency, which is 8.
Okay, that will hit. So for your improvised headbutt, give me a d6.
I think a head weighs 8 pounds, but whatever.
Yours is a little light,
It's
obviously.
empty.
Stupid aluminum casing.
All right, so each of you takes 4 damage. So let me.
I am now 2 inches shorter, but I
Yeah.
stand taller if it makes sense, because that was awesome.
Reflective
You have
jump.
heels now, that's why.
And I know, John moved the token, but the horse takes probably at least 3 rounds to die.
Well,
So
it
if you want to
sinks up
use a
to his
horse
head in the
bridge,
first round, so you can't really see it anymore. You
oh,
just
okay.
see the ground thrashing around a little bit as this doom sand bubbles around the horse as it tries to swim, but it can't.
All right. So if that counts as an attack, can I take one more attack? Or have I used? I'll do it prone because I'm probably prone.
You are prone, and you don't have enough movement to stand up. If you take your action, well, that was your action. The whole jump, dive, headbutt, dash.
He can action surge and stand up, I guess.
Yeah, you could. Well, yeah, you could action surge.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna action surge just so I'm not. I'm just not lying prone in front of a bunch of guys that eat things for a living. Um. Yeah.
It's like a missile, though. I mean, they're like you should lay there going like you're gonna blow up or something.
Oh yeah, I'm hissing the whole time. That's a good idea. But I am
Now,
standing up.
an action. So you're going to use your action to do the dash action.
Yeah, so I can stand.
Okay, so you're no longer
That's
prone.
that that
It's the
is
best
that
use of
is.
that.
I think you can. I mean,
I can do
yeah,
whatever I want with my
yeah,
action.
It's
And
your
then
action. Yeah.
yeah.
so just all
It's
right,
not.
and I'm
It's
done.
not. It's not against the rules. It's just kind of odd. That's all. It's,
Hey,
You
if
don't.
anybody's described me with any word or
Yeah,
phrase, it's
you don't
probably
see it
that one.
used that way
I,
very often.
if I had to put CS bot into a character that I know on TV, it would be Steve Martin in The Jerk. It would totally. I'm a wild and crazy kind of guy. He
All
hates these
right.
kids.
This guy giggles at you and steps forward. He's gonna go right there.
Still haven't really had too much hostile action because I think we're clapping. Are we probably clapping? I
You're
mean,
probably
can we get
laughing. Do it
we get
again. Do it again.
a little golf clap? I mean,
Blink holds up a
Well,
little sign that says 9.
customer.
it's backwards though.
It's upside down.
It's a 6. Oh, 9.
Uh, and so this guy comes forward, and customer support bot. When you look up at his face, uh, you see what looks like a normal human face for just a second, and then he grins, and you can see an obvious ghoul face as the illusion surrounding him drops.
Brother, is that you?
And it's a good thing you're not prone because he pulls out his war pick.
It's
Just
just like
pulling
a
and
fancy
see.
word for
Like
toothpick, right?
he gets up and kind of starts brushing himself off.
And he takes a swing at you with his war pick and misses, but he does try to jump at you and bite at your carapace. And yeah, he breaks a tooth on your armor.
Anytime he interacts with me, I hiss louder. What's my maximum volume? Is that in my settings?
All right. I don't remember. Did I have the cannon summoned?
Yes, you had, and you
Okay.
used 10 hit points, which is why everybody has 10 hit points right now.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. Okay. I'm gonna move up to there and do a few temp hit points real quick. And then after I do that. Okay. After I do that, nice. I would like to cast Vortex Warp and teleport Terrian to. Let's put him right up next to CSB, because he
Okay.
looks lonely. Yeah.
Boop.
Unless he can choose to fail the save, so unless he doesn't want to be teleported, just happens.
He currently is a little leaky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
still frightened.
he trusts Blink. He's just gonna go with it.
I don't know if he should, but
He's like, oh, taking me to safety.
He's like teleporting you away from the sand. That's what you're frightened of. You're like,
I
wee.
I feel yeah, I feel like he gave me a little like whisper, like, oh, here, I'll get you over it.
All right, this guy comes on over, and as he approaches you, Tyrion, you can see that there is blood pouring down his chin, as his ghoulish mask also is dropped, and he swings his war pick at you, critically hitting you.
Good thing I'm not angry.
It's a good thing you're not angry. And after he stabs you with the war pick through your shoulder, he leans in to take a bite out of that same shoulder, and he manages to bite you, doing 8 points of damage, and you feel this necrotic energy enter into you. But you succeed on your saving throw, so you are not affected by the bite.
You rub soot into all of your ghoul bites so that they tattoo themselves.
I probably should. He likes that idea.
This guy sees this and walks on up, and he's actually wants to get closer to Tarion, so he's going to take one step to the north.
I'm right here, rude, carrying your
Yeah,
terrible wingman.
but he wants to eat something, and she's a lot. Tarion's a lot tastier than CSB to a ghoul.
Right? Twinkie
You're
or
not very
record player?
appetizing.
I mean, Twinkie or record player? Which do you?
Which are you gonna eat? So it walks over here, and as soon as it does, it begins to sink.
Found it.
As it sinks 2 feet, so he's now up to his thigh, uh, just above his knee, as he begins sinking. And but he's gonna attack Tyrion anyway, and he's gonna swing with his war pick.
Well, they're almost. He's still taller than Terry currently, so. I
All right, this time
Yes,
I'm going to remember Sentinel.
mean, ooh, Sentinel, nice.
Sentinel, good call. Uh, Let me roll something really quick. Okay, yeah, he makes that. So go ahead and let me make the attack on Tyrion. You get your attack.
Ugh, no.
You miss.
Aimed where his head was. He sunk real fast.
And the sinking just totally threw him off. He's struggling. He can't really move because he's now restrained. So he misses you, and he tries to bite you. Oh, I need to add that to it. And misses you with the bite too. He just can't get any good purchase. He's up to his knees in this doom sand.
Doom sand.
Reflective jaunt. He's just going to go straight for CSB. And misses. Why did he have disadvantage?
he's prone.
From getting hit by a man missile.
Wait, who's prone? Why is he prone?
He got hit by a boy missile.
That wouldn't have knocked him prone.
I disagree, but we'll see.
I don't know, but his thing says prone in the combat tracker. So
Yes, I can see that. Regardless, his first roll was a 3, so he would have missed anyway. And he also takes a bite.
He
This
just
one
thought he was
does.
prone. He got hit in the head. He thought he was prone. He's like, "Am I prone?"
Yeah. He kind of bites you on your forearm, tries to pull away a little bit of the plating on your armor. As you make a saving throw. And you succeed, so no
I hope so.
points for
Jesus.
you.
27, yeah.
So this lady stands up and she says, "My goodness, this was rather unexpected." And she walks over behind here and
Oh, is she a quick change magician?
She's like, she
disappears.
jumps out like, Captain Caveman!
And you hear something, some kind of mumbling sound coming from behind there for just a second. And that's that. All right, who wants to run Selvin? Does anybody want to run
Hmm.
her?
I'll run her. I don't think I volunteered in a while because I'm lazy, so I'll do it.
All right, here is her character sheet. Let me know if you
I
got
think
that.
Jeremy will actually do a good job running her properly.
Yeah.
She might
I
be a
don't know
little
if
bit.
that gives away too much information about her. I think
She
you
might.
guys knew about her.
She's stinky, so
We
that's cool.
Yes.
we knew our characters knew she was undead, but
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
into a means I think is what we all kind of agreed on. She's gonna help us.
Okay, she is going to target the guy who's sinking. No, that's silly. She's going to target uh, noticeably angular
Let's put her in a square. Put her right there.
and take three quick longbow shots. I'm guessing she pulls three arrows at a time, and she does that quick thing that guy does on that YouTube video. I don't know if it's ever been actually done, but she does it.
Does the Robin Hood Men in Tights 3 arrows
It's
at
just
once?
she's just kind of duct taped together, all three of them. She's like, whang, whoa, whack.
If one hits, they all hit.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
She's pretty good at that long range.
It's not long range on a longbow.
No, it's barely short
I
range.
know.
All right, and that's can you? I'm trying to remember where the edge of the doom sand was. Can she? Does she know?
Uh, she, she can use her action to use perception to try and figure it out, but she used her action to attack, so she does not currently know where the edge is.
All right. Well, she's gonna at least go up to parallel with. If she moves at half speed, can she carefully walk, like by sticking the end of her longbow or whatever in the dirt to see if it moves, or does Doomsday not work like that?
Yeah, she could move half speed to try and kind of feel her way out. You know.
I don't think she's super brave, so she's only going to try to be parallel with Quint. So
Okay.
just there. So whatever speed, if she has to move 1/30th speed, she'll do
Uh,
it.
It should take her whole
so she
movement to move
moves.
the 5 feet.
She can move there safely.
All right, that's all she wants to do. All right,
She
Warhorse's
does
turn.
feel that if she moves any more uh, left, down, or southwest, that's Doomsand.
Okay, cool. As a free action, she's just going to kind of do that SWAT team thing, put her hand up, whatever the motion is. Probably fist, maybe a middle finger.
uh,
I can't end her turn.
Okay.
Me again. Lovely. All right. I'm going to start with this guy.
you
No,
could
I'm going
get
to leave Terry
you
and
could
somebody to beat up.
you could put Sylvan in his dealy doot and then drag it on the combat tracker. Then he can end her turn
Yeah, let me do that.
if you want it. I mean,
Cohorts.
she might be around long enough to be a cohort. That means you just got her permanently. There you go. See how I am? That's how I am. She's your
That's
buddy.
fine. I mean, that's cool. All right.
But
One
you
swing.
lost your horse, so I thought you needed another companion.
Another swing.
So close the sheet that I sent to you, and then she'll appear on your cohorts tab. If you open that one up, you should be able to pass her turn.
All right. Sounds good. That's my 2 attacks. I'm kind of penned in there. I can't move without triggering somebody's opportunity attack. Let me see if I have anything else cool I can do real quick. I'm going to use my bonus action to make my masquerade tattoo change my entire paint job to resemble a ticking time bomb. Like I'll have a big counter where my face should be, and like little like big fake comic clock on my chest. That kind of stuff.
Flashing red.
Yeah.
All right, the
There's no chat
oddly
check.
huge one, who is in the muck, sinks an additional 4 feet, so he's now up to his head, and he is going to attempt to climb out using a strength check, and he fails. So he's actually 6 feet under at this point, but I can only
Again?
go 5-foot increments.
He's already undead, so he might have died once and been buried. So again, he's 6 feet under.
Yes.
Can Tyrion do the suplex move?
What suplex move? Oh.
What?
Like you lift the person like up and over you behind. That's where you grab them. They end up
I'll
behind
try
you.
it. I'll try it.
Reflective
All right.
jaunt.
Well, this guy is going to take a swing at you, CSB, with his war pick. And he misses.
I guess louder.
And tries to bite you. And also misses. Can't get through your armor.
Okay. She's just gonna keep doing what she does. For now. I see no reason to change.
Quint's standing there like with his bow in his hand, like she's already shot 3 arrows, and Quint's like, I go on after you. Oh,
Okay, she's fast but not very accurate. And the third one,
Bounces off the shield.
one hit out of 3, 33%. That's why she has to fire so many. You notice that her quiver is actually like it looks like a super compressed. There's collapsible little baton style bows she's pulling out. It probably holds 300. I'm hoping because I'm not keeping track.
the arrows are just popsicle sticks that she's kind of taped together. So
Twigs you found along the way.
And for her move action, when you're prone, you have disadvantage on ranged attacks, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Ranged attacks have disadvantage on you.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna crouch.
she crouches. Quint's like,
Just like in her picture. Just like in her picture.
Well, Quint's gonna try to
Some
shink an
awkward pose
arrow
to hold for the next.
into evil
Stand there not doing
Titter.
anything, crouched over.
So he's gonna twang one arrow. He's like,
That hits.
it's like, this is how you do damage. What?
Critically wounding that guy.
And then he's gonna move over to there. up in the air still.
Okay.
He's kind of looking to see if the horse looks like it. You know, he does have a sense of morality, kinda. He just looks down at the horse and kind of says farewell, I guess. He goes, "Brrr."
Hey, if horse surfing's illegal, I haven't found out about it yet.
Oops. It's his turn. I'm trying to untarget him.
Yep. He's going to continue to attack customer support bot, biting at him, critically getting him right in the jugular.
Uh, my fluids that aren't blood, but very similar for
Doing
purposes of
32
narration.
points of damage.
Transmission fluid?
That's probably fine.
And you make your saving throw. And then he tries to come around with a war pick. But that one's a whiff, and he can't even hit you with that. See, blink.
He doesn't heal from eating a man. Maybe nothing.
I'm gonna Blink is going to move at half speed like Selvin, so that he's watching out for more sand.
Okay. That is
Uh,
safe.
Great. And then I'm gonna take a shot at that guy, the the wounded one, with firebolt. Oh, it was gonna be an 18. I guess the cannon will give out some temporary hit points to the couple people that are right here, just in case they need it.
All right. Tyrion, while being surrounded by all these ghouls that are trying to eat him, he's gonna get angry and he's gonna yell out, "I'm literally angry with rage!" And he's gonna try to go after this guy that's
He's
kind
got
of
like, you're using that extension manicure, that one hit point. He's pretty close, I'm sure.
Evil Titter? Yeah, he's pretty close. Not quite one, but he's getting there.
Oh, I can't believe he's not dead.
Did
So
you
he's
hit
gonna.
yourself? That's
What?
why. And you
Oh,
Yeah,
resisted.
how did
you're
I
hitting
do
yourself,
that?
doing damage to yourself.
And you resisted.
Whoops.
Stop hitting yourself, but seriously, hit the other guys
So you
instead.
took 5. So let me remove those 5 from you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know what I was doing. I thought I
No
had
problem.
him.
So angry.
The attack 26 would have hit him anyway. So Evil Titter, where is Evil Titter? Right there. So you swing and slash him. He's not quite dead yet.
He's still alive. All right, we're gonna try one more time then. Let's see if we can take him out.
That's a hit. As it drops down.
He had one nipple.
All right, the spherical one. He rolls out behind this one. This little.
Is he fat or is it like a Katamari of corpse?
He's just completely bloated. Yeah.
It's like
One puncture and it's going to release some noxious gases.
the zombie in the well and Walking Dead, like in the early seasons. It's like,
so he goes behind there. You're not really sure what he's doing.
Also has to take a leak, I presume.
probably getting a pork chop.
All right, so Tegas has been watching what's going on with all this doom sand. Doom
Sven is
on you.
here. He does speak.
Doom on you.
He hasn't had to turn yet.
And he's going to ride over here. In theory, avoiding the doom sand.
He has a plan.
You have to build up more speed if you want to surf that horse, my friend.
To there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can ride there, no problem. There's no doom sand along the way.
Nice.
The horse
Okay,
looks a
then
little nervous though.
Yeah,
I'm then
after it
going
saw
to
the other
cast
horse.
Winding Key on CSB.
Nice, thank you.
Winding key.
You have an extra action or move action on each of your turns for the next minute.
Oh man, I can stand up again for free on every turn.
It's essentially like haste.
What are you doing? I'm falling prone as a free action, just so I could use it.
That's haste without the downside of when you lose haste.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get the movement and the armor class bonus and everything else.
All right.
And
Well,
it
this
is
thing
a second level spell.
tries to go on Tarian and tries to bite and slam him with the war pick.
So
But
you could use
it
that
goes
on the
right over his
cannon
head.
too to give it some extra movement or extra heal. I
Yep.
don't know.
Correct. To construct.
Does it? Can you get extra temporary hit point roll from the thing? I don't know.
That's right. 2 temporary hit points.
I think I'll have a good time just with my 4 attacks per turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blend tech, blend mode.
Out from behind the shrubbery.
And Diablo Bob has an error in his critically awesome essentials. So,
She's polymorphing, wild shaping, or something.
nope.
Is there a dinosaur? Oh.
As a fireball goes off, surrounding all of you.
Tyrion has advantage
On deck
if he's
saves.
in a rage. He's in a rage, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter if he's in a rage or not because he's a barbarian. His spidey sense goes off.
Yep. Well, his spidey sense most definitely goes off as this fireball. Hold on one second. Well, he's going to have advantage and disadvantage, and customer support bot's just going to have straight up disadvantage. So could you please check that on your end?
This is abusive. I did.
All right. And as the fireball goes off, and one succeeds and one fails.
Customer support bot
No,
tries to
Tarian, you
eat
should
it.
have had advantage and disadvantage. So your first would be a 7.
A 10.
Plus 3 is a 10, so that would also fail.
Why did I have disadvantage?
Because she has an ability called Overchannel, which forces disadvantage on saving throws to her spells.
Ah.
So I'm going to redo that one on you. You should have disadvantage on that.
It's giving her advantage because it's coded.
Yeah, it's giving her advantage because it's coded. Let me turn that off real briefly. Where is Tyrion? go off temporarily. And try that one more time. She still makes it. Come on, it's gonna fail one of these days. There. Okay, so now they've failed, and the fireball damage goes off.
Jeez.
Each of you takes 22 points of damage.
Oh, it's like the oven cleaning mode, though. I've never been clean. I'm covered with char. I'm clean.
Starts getting
And after
shiny.
that explosion goes off, you notice that none of the ghouls seem affected in the slightest.
Do they look delicious or cooked in any way? No, they're not affected
Did
in
they
any.
seem surprised that they weren't affected?
Nope.
It
None of
was a
them
plan.
even reacted to the fireball going off. All right, Sir Tegas.
All right, so I'm going to. Am I able to effectively ignore the log, or is it big enough that I need to maneuver around it with the horse?
Which log? This log?
Yes.
Your horse can hop over it. It's not that big.
Where's Quint? All right, so I'm going to move there and do a little slicey action with Sif Justice.
Oh.
All right, it bounces off this guy's shield. That one made it through.
All right. And then I'm going to light my sword on fire. So let's
Come
make
on,
it.
baby, light my fire.
I don't even know if I have third level prepped. Let me look.
Is still daylight at your
Divine
house?
Schmitey. I only have level 2. Okay, so I'm going to do level 2, and then I'll have to make level 3 soon. There it is. Wow, it took forever. Sorry.
Oh, that's a lot of D8s.
Ow. Didn't like that.
All right, slices down into him from the horse, and then I'm going to
Oh,
turn
he
and face
wasn't.
him.
He's not vulnerable to radiant.
All right, noticeably angular is. I haven't been running their stench, but
Sorry.
that would happen on your turn
Well,
as he bites you in the neck.
I mean, we
You
kind of have
partially
gotten
resist it.
used to blink a little, so maybe.
Everybody's built up an immunity.
Or blink's lunch
That
sack,
sounds
I should
right.
say.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate.
All right.
You can never really tell.
One second. All right, so he bites you and rips a chunk out of your neck as you feel this strange necrotic disease enter into you. And then he comes back with a war pick, but you manage to duck out of the way. He nearly hits CSB, but his reach isn't that long because he's not a bugbear. All right, well, this guy, he did not like that one bit, so he's going to take a bite at you, Sertegas. He's going to try and bite you on your shin.
I
Oh,
got his
it
shin
just
confused with
20.
his stirrup. It's almost the same
Yeah,
size.
and he's going to try and take a swing at you again with his war pick, because that's all they really do. And he can't hit you. All right, Tyrion.
All right. So oddly huge is in the sand, right? But not noticeably angular.
Yeah, oddly huge is now fully underneath
Yes.
the Doom Sand.
All right. So we'll go for the guy that's not in the Doom Sand.
Oh, it was like 15.
And one more time. All right. And that's all he's got.
Okay. Oddly huge is now thrashing even more as he makes a strength check, but he sinks another 2 feet, so now he is 8 feet down. So that means he has a DC 18 to climb out. He rolls a 13. So he is pretty much out of the fight.
I want to track his descent during the rest of the campaign, though. Regular updates.
Right? How
Is he
deep
giving
can
a
he go? I just want to
thumbs up?
know. We just want to know how deep he can go.
Is he giving a thumbs up as he slowly sinks?
I'll be back.
Or maybe a middle finger in this case.
Yeah, he's gonna bring oddly huge back at the clutch moment in the big bad boss fight. He's gonna come out of the ground. I rolled a 20.
All right.
You gotta scroll down her
So
long list. Is that what you gotta do? Scrolling, scrolling, scroll.
yeah, it's one of those long list things.
It's like NPC. It's like.
As another fireball goes off, this time around the three of you.
I'm going to use my reaction to use Flash of Genius and give myself a bonus to
Okay.
that. There we go.
And at the same time, she is using her overchannel, which
Is that kind of like
grants
an overbite?
disadvantage. It grants disadvantage on saving throws. As a bonus action, Battle Mage can overchannel its spells until the start of its next turn. A creature has disadvantage on its saving throws against an overchanneled spell. Attack rolls against the Battle Mage have advantage until the start of its next turn. So it's kind of like the reckless attack,
But with a
kind
fireball.
of, sort of, with a
No, this is
fireball.
the second time she's done a fireball. With
Mhm.
my eyes of the eagle, am I able to tell where she is?
You
Yeah, like
can't see her at
right.
all.
So we
You
don't see the
saw
spark
very
come.
briefly a little
The,
spark kind of originating from here and streak out to there, but you
okay,
don't know if that was before or after she moved or in the middle of the move or what.
okay, that's what I want to know. Thanks.
Yep. So each of you, did I do the grant this save? That did not apply to you guys, did it? Nope. Hold on.
Mm-mm. Wasn't a Black Shield or Grisal reflect fireballs pack? Isn't that what I heard?
I think it attracts them. It's a shield of fireball attraction. It just sucks all the fireball in. As fireball goes off again on the three of you.
That's some.
Mm.
The cannon's like, ha ha. Sylvan's like, I'll just take it in the face.
Did that work?
Sylvan.
I don't think
Guess it's.
I did it right. But
17 to her and 3 and 3. Nice.
wait, how did that? Oh, it's all the temp hit points you guys have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That probably got rid of some of her undead smell a little bit. It cooked it off a little.
Cooked it off.
Kind of cauterized the stink. Maybe Blank too a little bit.
No.
Right, his rotten, decaying rats are kind of singed a little bit now.
Took him a long time to get that special scent.
1 in 3, baby.
I've avoided water for 3 months.
Slowly whittling this guy's down.
It looks like as a group we're killing them.
Okay, so I'm gonna do as my bonus action, as I'm powering up my turbines for my 4 attacks, I'm gonna do a quick second wind. Oof. Okay, still dying, but that's fine. It's going well so far.
Ooh,
There's a crit.
juicy 23. Yeah. 22.
It's that haste.
Damn.
Damn.
Bam, 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 bam. Like freaking Bam Bam
Nice.
from Flintstones or something on the guy.
Thank you, Sir Tegas, and I'm going to walk like just Terminator walk, not in a rush. 30 feet that way, just straight ahead towards
Okay.
about where in this area of where I assume the witch is. I'm just kind of swinging my glaive around as a free action. Do I hear any grunts? Okay.
You do not.
New footprints fleeing away from the sea.
All right. I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at this guy who's a little wounded. Alright, not bad. Do some temporary hit points. And then trying to kind of skirt around the edge and still remain cautious and hopefully not step in any sand. So yeah. I think is that move look good, Jen? Like am I good there?
Nope. You are taking. You can take one step to the left,
Alright.
but if you move any more, you're going to be in the sand. I'm assuming you're moving slow.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So if I go left again, will I
You
be
will
in
be
the
in the
sand?
sand.
Oh, what if I go up and to the left?
Up and to the left, you'll be fine.
All right. There.
He's like climbing into the bush. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
high.
Can right? Do I have? I have one more. Where else can I go?
That'll be quicksand.
There.
That is okay.
All right, I'm gonna move there. I'm
The
gonna get
bushes
there
are
eventually, guys. And then the cannon will follow behind me.
Why didn't you send the cannon first?
No. I don't want the cannon to die. I guess I could. But...
Hey, well, Quint's gonna target the only guy he can really see at the moment, and give him a plunkety plunk with an arrow. Hopefully, nope. Bounces off his
Bonk.
shield, and then he's gonna get over here, moving that way.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, he's gonna hide back there.
All right. Blink.
All right. I'm gonna do that same kind of dance again. I don't know how far I can make it.
That's good.
Oh,
You
great.
get there.
Let's do that, and the cannon will follow that same path after me, and I'll take a shot at this guy again. Ah. And do my temporary hit points. That's it.
Oddly huge. Sinking.
All right. Oddly huge. Sinks an additional foot, so he's now a DC 19. And he fails. I'm just gonna remove oddly huge because he can't climb out.
He's in China.
Noticeably,
Is that what? I wouldn't know what's down there, but
yeah, noticeably angular actually decides to come down here and targets Tarian with a shove.
Ooh, I don't like that.
And so we are going to make opposed checks. So go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
get some sticky signs on this map. Like, hover over names. My Quint's name is sticking. I keep closing the map and
Oh, is it?
reopen it.
Weird. Yeah, I'm not seeing that at all. All right, well, you failed on your check and you get pushed back as you enter into the doom sand
No.
as this thing chuckles at you and steps forward.
I think you should like drag him in with you. Just take him under and hold him under the sand.
So Tarian, you sink 5 feet.
Oh,
So you are now 2 feet below the surface.
All right. Well, I'm obviously going to spend my turn trying to get out of that.
Okay.
What was that? A straight strength?
Strength check. Yep.
Ah.
All right. Well, you managed to make it as you roll a natural 20 for your strength check. So you reach up and you grab onto this Darakul's leg and use him to pull yourself out. He's trying to shake you off, but your grip's just too strong.
No, Nat 20, she should do the free willy move over the top of him. It's faster.
Yank
Ra-
him
ra-
in.
raining sand down on him as he jumps out.
All right. And then can I move around him?
So you can get up to there.
But after I pull myself up, can I stand up and move around him? Or
Yes. You can get to there.
because I don't want to do that again.
It's a pretty good
Tyrion's never
tactic,
gonna
though.
go to. Yeah, Tyrion's never gonna go to a beach again in his life.
Scared of the sand.
All right. All right. As a loud explosion happens right around Quint.
Quint's like all hiding.
As a shatter spell goes off, and he makes his saving throw.
Nice.
Very nice. Taking half
Which gets sucked up by my temporary hit points.
damage. Yep. Entirely sucked up by those temp hit points. Oh,
Did I
you should have had disadvantage on that. Did you? No.
Uh-uh.
Let me roll that again just to be sure.
Nope.
Made it both times anyway.
He really
Alright.
wants to kill a character in this game.
Did I see where that came from?
You did not. You didn't see
Or
anything
here,
as this
or
just right around you. The entire air just exploded in this shattering sound. There, you didn't see any origin. You didn't hear any casting. You didn't see anything.
how tall is this tree? Can I pop up above it, or do I need to go around?
Sure. You can pop over it. That's kind of a large bush. Extends up about 10-ish feet.
Oh, so I was above it anyway. That's why I wasn't hiding very well.
You weren't hiding terribly well.
Oh, so I'm just gonna. Oops.
Is
I'm
it
just
open
gonna.
now or closed?
What?
The bush.
Oh, yeah, it opened.
Okay.
I want to move over to here. I'm seeing where she's at. I don't know where she's at. And I'm gonna hit this guy with an arrow real quick.
Okay.
Twang. And then I'm gonna dash as a bonus action over here, looking for her, kind of glancing around.
Okay. You look around, you don't see anything.
I don't see her.
Alright, so I'm still got him targeted in locked in mortal combat. As my sword swings down, slams into him, I'm going to use a first level smite as it lights up on fire.
Glowing undead.
And he's still going, so I'm going to attack him again.
There's a dog on the battlefield somewhere.
It sounded like a little Barker Parker.
Alright, so slams against him, and I will say, flee and I will not kill you.
Blink turns around and runs away.
All right.
Although customer support bot does not agree.
These guys are ghouls. Do they fear death even?
Good question. They're already dead, so
Maybe they
Well,
look forward
afraid
to
of
it.
being
Could be.
themselves.
Which one of my many -2 or -1 skills should I roll to know if they fear death?
He could actually be encouraging them to stay, right? By telling them if they flee,
Your
They
common
live?
sense skill.
Insight.
Please kill me. I want to get out of this body.
Whether they fear death or not depends entirely on how good their life is as a Darakul.
All right.
The lowly beggar ghouls, they're not afraid of death because they're already starving.
All right. These are melee attacks, so I'm gonna try to just knock him unconscious, not decapitate him.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it real quick with some rapid punches.
You know, I probably should have used evasion on that shatter. Maybe.
Probably.
Was it dexterity?
Mm,
I don't
no,
know.
it's Constitution.
Oh.
All right, down he goes.
All right. I have one more attack and nothing to do with it, so I'm going to swing in a full circle around myself, seeing if the witch is actually real close, but she's probably not.
The only thing you can hit is Sertegas.
I'm going to avoid him, I guess.
Be nice to have a lantern of revealing right about now. We all look at Sertegas. It's a sore subject. His fell into the drink.
Yeah,
She's
don't toss it off the boat.
she's going to follow right behind.
Leave it unattended.
She's going to follow right behind the cannon for now,
Okay.
but as an
Perfect
action,
lightning bolt formation.
can she do a perception check to see if she sees any trees moving?
Sure, she can make a perception check.
Some shrubberies. She finds that Blink just went through the same bushes and there's a bunch of boogers stuck to the trees and stuff.
She fails to notice all of the ticks on the bush that she's walking through, and so she's just going to be covered with them now.
She's the best guide.
That would probably getting fleas from Blink would probably make sense though.
Look, it's a kobold. He has scales. They don't have ticks.
Hey, scaly,
That's
not
why I
furry.
said he might have fleas though.
Hey, I've seen ticks on lizards.
I have
They
seen.
embed themselves under the scales and they grow huge and fat and they're disgusting.
Oh, that is gross and
I've
weird.
seen them on snakes and lizards. Yeah, they're really gross.
All right, I think Tyrion's just gonna kind of move around here, but moving like very slowly, so he makes sure he's not in sand. And then he's gonna do a perception check to look around to see if there's any footprints or anything.
There you go, Sven, in Discord.
Ugh, band is sick filth.
Disgusting.
All right, you are trying to perceive, looking around.
Yeah, just trying to see if I can tell there's any movement or footprints or anything that might clue me in.
Okay, you see some tiny footprints heading in this direction, but you can't see any further than that.
All right, I'm gonna yell that out to everyone, and then that's it. I mean, they're not like squirrel footprints, right?
No, they look kind of like halfling footprints.
Squirrel. Well, that kind of like squirrely.
as a third fireball.
Oh, I will use evasion on this one though.
You'll use evasion on this one. Very good. As she blasts another fireball around you guys. Oh, come on. She didn't target each of you.
So, Quint and I, the aura is automatic, right?
The
Okay.
aura should be. CSB should have the aura on him automatically. Yep, aura of protection. Save 2.
Well,
Why do I
thanks for
get
trying.
disadvantage? I don't know why that's not working. Regardless, so 2 failures and a half. And I got an error. Did that do the damage?
Oh yeah, 27 to customer support bot
And a 0 to Quint.
because he evaded.
What about to Sertegas?
I leaned back on the horse, so I was out of the range.
I didn't see any to Sertegas.
Okay, so I'll do that to Sertegas. It's weird. I'm getting a weird error when I run it. Bad argument 2 to format. String expected got nil. That's very strange.
When you're dropping the damage on the token, maybe he needs to be redirected.
Only on Sertegas. Everyone
Maybe
else.
he needs to be redirected to the map.
Wait, did it add it twice now?
Yes.
Okay. No, you had 10 temp hit points, so you should be at 17. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, let me try and re-add you to the map, but...
Did any of us see where this one came from? Because the fireball spell is like a thrown spell, right? It doesn't just appear.
Yeah, it seemed to come up from this direction. Yeah, kind of like towards Blink. Kind of think Blink might have thrown it at you.
Kurt was going to use one of his abilities, but he has to actually take damage. So, damn it. His reaction, he's like, I evaded it all.
So I'm going to move 60 feet.
All like backwards like that? Just checking. Just checking.
And then I'm going to blast a burst. Is she within 15 feet of me right now?
She is not.
She's
Okay.
400 feet away. That's the range of fireball. I mean,
So if her and nobody else evil was within 15 feet, then nothing else happens.
Okay.
There's like a flash bulb going off.
well, I mean, Tarian can be if you piss
Tarian.
him off the right way.
All right. Can do I saw where that came from. Can I try to either, like listen or look around on the ground for tracks? Or...
You saw very briefly the origin of the fireball coming from somewhere around here. Somewhere in this.
All right. You
region.
know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. How big is this? Let's do. It was somewhere like up in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said? All right. Let's try. It is a 20-foot cube. Oh, that's not super big, is it?
It's bigger than a freaking arrow in the dark.
Yeah, right. All right.
That's all I got.
Seems like it was in this area somewhere. Let's try that. Fairy fire right there.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So you cast fairy fire, and all of the leaves and the grass starts glowing in this wispy fire. Uh, she's not in it.
Ah, dang it. All right.
We have advantage on all the the bugs and stuff that are in there, the ticks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Glowing.
I'll try to move a little closer to it. Also do some temporary hit points while I'm thinking about it, and then do that for now.
I do love the new cannon sound. I do.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Can I shoot an arrow in a direction, or is that's not something that happens? Just
You
not necessarily to try to hit, but to see if like I see anybody like move or dodge.
I think the rule is you actually got to point to a square that you want to target, and then
Yeah.
if she's in the square, then you can try to hit her.
You don't automatically hit anything between, along the path of the arrow.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
those are optional rules. I'm gonna shoot at cover.
Yeah.
That arrow, that square, that
Okay.
square.
Thwang. Your first arrow hits the dirt.
There goes.
this is the worst game of Battleship.
There goes the silver.
Your second arrow hits the dirt.
This is like Battleship.
Yeah, fighting a battle mage that has greater invisibility on is a pain in the ass.
Not if you have a lantern revealing that's like freaking 100 gold pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, that also hits the dirt.
Okay, she's going to move along this right.
I exposed the sand. You should be able to see it now.
Nice.
Okay. She's going to move that way. And then as a bonus action, she is going to use her Shadow Traveler ability, which I clear on how I do that. So, but basically, it seems like it's Misty stuff.
Yeah,
when
it's
she's in,
basically a 30-foot teleport in shadow.
and she's in the shadow phase, so I guess everything is shadow.
Everything's shadowy, yeah.
So she's going to teleport to basically the center of where that spell Fairy Fire was cast, and the mage wasn't.
Okay.
And enter check.
I think Quint's going to. He's going to move this direction towards the cannon. A move and a bonus action dash.
Okay.
Dropping down as he goes. Just to 5 feet off the ground. And he is going to ready an arrow. And if he spots where she's at out there, he's going to shoot her with his arrow.
Okay.
And I'm going to down arrow. Let me get some ready on myself.
Okay.
Red Eed, not red eye, not with a Y.
I'll move there. And because I get 2 actions, can I take a regular attack and then ready an action, or is that I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that with the long bow. So I'm over there. I'm to aim. I assume this is. I'm mostly doing this for cover at this point because the odds are astronomical.
Bullets down
But
range.
there.
Okay.
Let me make that from me so I can make sure my range. Though it's a long bow, so I assume yes. So there's the
So you,
first one.
okay. You fire into the tree.
And then the second one is going to be there.
Okay. And that one also fires into the dirt.
Yeah, basically, I'm just trying to shoot. I'm trying to make her not know where she can move, is my goal. But I don't know if that's going to work. And then, as my other action, I'm going to ready another longbow attack if I see her within range or even a hint of where she is. I'm just going to fire two in the dirt where I think that the spell came from.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah. And with that, we'll take a 10-minute break.
All right, cool. So let me get a little timer going. We're gonna do 21:42. I think is gonna work. No, 43. All right, so we're gonna be back here in a little over 10 minutes as we get some refreshments and use the facilities. And you should do the same because we got another hour and a half when we get back. So I'm gonna put on the slideshow and some pretzel and we'll be back here in a little bit. So stick around or hurry up and come back.
the stars tonight. Found myself awash in colored light. It felt like spirits had awakened me. This carnival of animals had taken me. They danced around me and they took my hand, whispered, close your eyes and understand. When I felt the change, it startled me. This carnival of animals is part of me. This carnival of animals is all I see.
All right, we are back. Most of us kind of, sort of getting back. Anyways, I'm going to stop the pretzel, stop the timer, because we don't need it anymore. Are you sure I set the timer right? It felt like it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's 9:43,
Yeah,
and I
it
stopped
just
right
went
at
by
30.
so fast. And it's Quint's turn, so we can get rolling.
Yeah, top of the round. Go ahead,
All right,
Quinn.
so Quint is going to use his very shadowy, stealthy ability to as well try to fade away. But he's going to first move, like kind of through this bush or whatever. And then he wants to.
Okay, you're right on the edge of the.
Well, he's elevated 5 feet.
Okay,
I meant to be in that square. And then from there, he is going to bonus action, Misty Step, 30 feet into the shadows over here, and with
okay,
advantage, be able to be hidden.
okay. Go
Brute,
ahead and
brute,
give me a
brute.
stealth roll.
And as his,
Get.
let's see, he only moved 30, and as his action, he's gonna ready. If he sees something, he's gonna shoot it. And I'll give you that stealth roll, but I'll pass my turn and do all that.
All right.
All right. She did not appear when I cast Fairy Fire, so I am just looking around for her.
Okay. All right, that's a good stealth roll. So you want to give me a perception check? Are you looking for something, or how are you searching for her?
Um. What? Uh. Yeah. Blink is he's probably listening. He's trying to hear, like her maybe casting a spell or running through the brush or something like that.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
All right. I'm going to add Flash of Genius to my roll. So that'll give me a bonus to that.
Okay. You don't hear anything currently, but
Okay.
you're actively listening in over the next round.
All right. Um, that'll be it then.
Right, Tyrion.
All right. I'm going to move over a little bit, moving carefully just to make sure. And I'm just going to be looking again for any rustling of leaves or any continuation of the footprints that I saw from earlier.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Okay, you do not see anything.
And I'm going to ready an action in case I do see something. I'm going to throw a javelin.
Okay.
I mean, not at my friends, obviously.
It's a chicken.
You see CSB. Throw it! Throw it!
The horse climbs out, finally gets a good strength roll, and she kills it. He kills it.
Javelin through the horse's throat. All right, CSB.
I'm moving that way, and then I'm going to do my perception check.
Okay.
All right, come on, -2.
All right, you do not see anything.
You sank my battleship. That's what it feels like.
You're assuming she's still around.
Yeah, she hasn't
All right,
hit, she hasn't
so
hit anybody in a couple rounds, so. Oh, freaking.
it's only been 6 seconds. So
I haven't been paying attention, and Gorgio's been buying stuff. Freaking. Disadvantage on Quint, and a random teleport on Blink.
Alrighty. I had a table for that.
See, I got it applied.
So blink random teleports to there.
Like on
Towards 10
top of her
o'clock, 2
shoulders.
squares.
nice.
Yeah, am I on top of the cliff or inside of it? That's important.
Yeah. 2 feet below the cliff.
So I'm using my. So how do you run it? If I'm using perception, is that a free action or is that taken action?
It depends on what you're doing. If you're the free action version is your passive perception. If you're taking the round to actually study and look, then you use a perception roll.
Okay. Then I'm going to blast again. So anything within 15 feet of me, that's evil.
All right. You destroy blink.
The bad Eldritch Cannon. Evil is evil.
Selvin is okay. I'm not sure about blink. Cannon is neutral. But
Well,
no,
to be
she's not within
exact,
15
it's not
feet of you.
just evil. It's uh, each undead creature.
Okay.
So Blink is not undead to my
There are
knowledge.
no undead creatures within 15 feet of you.
Okay.
Me- All right. Blink, as you were sitting there listening, you hear a very, very soft voice enchanting a spell, and you hear a small
Can I tell where that's coming from?
So is
is
that
coming from right there. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Uh, I'll point at her. She's right there.
All right. Now, Quint, you see with your passive perception, it's high enough. You see a little bit of dust get kicked up right there.
all right? Well, I was readied, so I'm gonna use my readied action to shoot right there, and I want to use
Well,
also.
you see some dust get kicked up, and then something's moving in that direction.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to shoot at. The thing that's
So
moving.
pick a square that you think
Uh,
it's in. You're not sure where it's ended its movement because it is still invisible, but you know something was walking in that direction from that starting in this square.
all right, I'm gonna pick this square.
Okay?
Or did I pick right?
Give me an attack roll.
And I was gonna use my inspiration to get
Okay?
to. Damn it! No, I'm not. I'm gonna have disadvantage because of freaking Engorgio. But do I have an advantage because I'm hidden though, right? So that's gonna balance that out, right?
Yeah, you are hidden from her. She does not know where
All
you
right,
are.
so I'll undisengage and then do you want me to target her or?
Just roll the attack in the chat.
All right, let's see. An 18.
That will hit.
So let me.
So let me turn her visible for 1 second, and then you
Well,
can
that
target her
probably
for
would
the
make her
damage.
visible for a second, right?
If she loses her concentration,
She might, cause
she could very well.
it didn't give me sneak attack. So let me apply that real quick.
Right. Wait, why would you have sneak attack? You had disadvantage.
Oh shit, true. Um, so let me give her this damage then. Break concentration. Why didn't it drop her on it? Oh, stupid arrow. When he got, I was trying to drop on my arrow. I heard her
As
roll it.
her invisibility expires,
Oh, nice.
as she loses concentration, and so she's wide open now. Any of you that had readied actions when you were going to see her, they all go off because she pops visible all of a sudden.
I don't know. Am I behind like too many trees that I wouldn't be able to see her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I thought CSB had a ready to action, didn't he?
Yeah, I can't. Apparently, I can't ready him because it's the extra attack or the extra action is only on my turn, according to the
Oh,
winding
to the
key or
spell.
something. So
On your turn. I gotcha.
Then you use the winding key to do your perception check and use your regular action to ready.
does that work?
Yeah.
I get my box of actions. All right, then I will attack.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. See if anything even.
It sounds like math just backwards, right?
Thwack. Arrow to the knee. She screams. She was not wanting to get hit.
She doesn't have shield. That's Wizard 101. She should
She
know
does
better.
not have shield.
Yeah. So she does want to get in some primeval level deep
Yes.
within
Yes.
her.
She's a bit of a masochist. All right. So she cannot cast Greater Invisibility anymore because she already did. And she can't cast Fireball anymore because she used them all up. So she is going to begin running down the road towards the way where you guys came. And while she's at it, she's going to cast Shatter on Quint.
You can quit. It's like, damn it. What does uncanny dodge allow me to take half damage from it?
No, because it's a Constitution save. And could you press disadvantage, please?
No, I can
Okay.
use uncanny dodge. It's an attacker I can see. Hits me with an attack, so I can take half damage from it. Let me
Okay.
drop that. Wait. I used my reaction already. Never mind. I was
Oh,
ready.
yeah, you did to shoot him.
Yep.
So go ahead and press disadvantage. And then I will shatter you. As even with disadvantage, you succeed, taking half damage, but still a decent roll. 500.
Ooh, that was loud.
That was.
Right, Selvin. Definitely going to try to hit this first.
Shooting through this bush will take -5.
Well, she can move first.
Mm-hmm.
It won't let me select her.
Maybe try closing the map and reopening it.
Okay.
There's just something sticky we gotta find.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Did she move already?
She's
Or
done moving, yeah.
okay.
She's right at that edge of the map.
I meant, did you move Selvin?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So she should have fairly straight shot. Yeah, it was funny, Blink, because she was literally 1 square outside of your.
She was 1 square east, wasn't she?
She was to the northeast.
Northeast. Okay.
She was 1 square
Dang
northeast
it.
of where you laid down fairy fire.
Worthless.
I assume she's still within range, right?
Yes.
Like we can still
Yep.
see her.
You can still see her. She's still there.
All right. I don't want her to get away. I would like to cast Vortex Warp and try to
Okay.
teleport her back down to us.
Okay.
Vortex
So
warp. This sounds fun.
Force teleport.
yeah. But she succeeds.
Her save.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah, dump her right in the doom sand.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. I didn't know if it would work or not because it says the chosen space must be on a surface or in a liquid that can support the target without the target having to squeeze. So I didn't know if that would count because I don't think the sand can
No,
support her.
it couldn't.
So yeah. All right. And then I'll do the move the cannon just a little bit and do some temporary hit point stuff. And be done.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer, even though I don't necessarily need to for my longbow, and do
Customer support
man.
bot has got 72 wounds. Good lord.
Yeah, I'm almost dead.
Taking 2 fireballs.
Good lord, that's a lot of damage.
These rolls are garbage.
He's just not. He's all crispy. He's like, circuits malfunctioning.
All right. Well, can finally be pretty confident that I can move through here. Oh, I don't know that I want to be right up with everybody. So which gas spells I'll be
So when the next
targets.
fireball comes flying,
Yeah, right. Like maybe I'll.
she,
I mean, if I'm over there, can I see her through the trees to shoot a javelin really far away at her?
That's
I
a
don't think you can throw a javelin that far, can you?
I can. It's just on my extreme
Wow,
edge. It's probably not going to
105.
hit, but I can
you'd have
try.
disadvantage, but yeah,
Yes.
you could throw it. You got a clean enough shot.
Can
So
I give her my inspiration to
You don't
give
need to
her?
do that.
But I love this. I think it's funny.
This is awesome.
it's like Lamar
Revenge of
from
the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds. It's like whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh.
Oh no.
And you hit Quint. Oh no.
Quint. Well,
Speaking of Quint,
Quint is gonna take advantage of his inspiration. He's gonna inspire himself and take a shot at her with his bow. I have to have the actions tab open to do that though. Twang! Oh, she got hit, and she's gonna take a little bit of damage. Oh,
she didn't like that.
and he's gonna get all up in the grill too, as he moves and dashes to get right there. He's kind of blocking her. He's gonna drop to the ground. I can't see, but hold on. He's gonna. I'll take that up.
Can you see now? No.
That square, yeah. He's like, oh, he drops down in front of her, and I think he'll draw out his rapier. You know, he'll just hold his bow in his hand and draw out his rapier, like, right in front of her. Ha! And down arrow. Come on. Why isn't it letting me pass my turn?
Yeah, things are moving real slow for me right now. 1 second.
Oh, maybe we got a little hiccup. There we go.
It just took a minute to
Connect. Oh, and it's her turn. Throw a background on there.
That's what I did. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Helps if I'm in play mode. Accept your movement. There. All right. Well, she doesn't like that you decided to come so close to her, so she turns into a giant. Oh, no. She actually decides to cast a spell on you as she casts Thunder Wave.
Thunder, thunder,
On you,
thunder,
Quint.
cat. Ho!
As you make your save, so you take half damage and are not pushed away. But regardless, she is going to move around you. Oh yeah, you should add disadvantage on that. I keep forgetting. Sertigas.
All right, so I see her taking off, being chased, so I'm going to spur my horse and start going up to 120. So my question is, I have a trampling charge.
Mm-hmm.
I actually wanted to be up in this corner, depending on what's happening. How are you going to rule this? Um, says if the horse moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits with a hooves attack on the same turn. So just running, would I be able to just, run through the square and try to knock her prone, or do I have to actually stop and then hit with my hooves as its action?
Oh, you'd have to stop and hit with your hooves. And that could
Okay.
knock it prone, but
All
Yeah,
right,
I
so
would.
that's 100.
Oh,
That's 100. So just for the sake of argument, I'll go ahead and slide a couple more feet over,
it's fine.
and then try to blocking her in.
big horse
Sword
butt in
in
her
her
face.
face.
Big horse butt in her face. Where are you going, Princess?
And this halfling says, "You traitorous bitch."
To who? Sorry, to whom?
To Sevlin.
Oh, okay. She's gonna say, well, in my defense,
Bounce off her armor? What?
oops,
Main
sorry.
armor.
I didn't mean,
Oops.
I was trying to click the attack again. Sorry about that.
Well, maybe roll the next attack and see if it hits.
No,
Oh, so. Yeah,
sorry
you
about
gotta
that.
give her life back. Oh, wait, you had disadvantage. Roll that again, because she wasn't actually prone.
Roll it.
Oh, it was a hit.
Yep. All
She's
right.
dead.
You thwack her with an arrow, and she falls down at the feet of Sir Tagos with the horse just kind of stomping on her head.
And Quint's like right there, too. He like shoots her again. Thunk. I'll burn an
Shoots
arrow.
her while she's laying down.
I'm
Thunk,
burning an
thunk,
arrow
thunk,
right
thunk,
now.
thunk.
There. I burned an arrow.
And
Double tap.
you guys get one of these.
We made you put a background on for 1 round.
For 1 round, yep. One whole round.
She could have ran
Lead
that
you guys
way.
out of
Real, I mean,
combat. She could have, but Literally, what she did was she started here, turned invisible, went around here, went skirted up here, went to here, and then teleported, and then ran up.
Quint's like
Just
hiding
trying to get
right in
around
front
you.
of her face when she
Yep.
casts Shatter on him.
Yep. She didn't know you were there until you shot at her, and then so she cast Shatter on you to try and run away. Yeah, she's not super strong, but yeah, she's
That was a decent fight. So we get her shit. We gonna loot her. Give us what does she got? Give her your spell book. What do you got?
So you search her, and yes, she does have a spell book. So if you want a spell book, I can give you that. Um,
Well, that would definitely go to our artificer, I think.
Probably. I can
Well, I mean,
I
you're
can
the
tear the
closest thing
pages.
we got is a spellcaster.
Can I tear the pages out and use them as spell scrolls?
That's up
yes,
to that's I rule that. I like that as a DM.
I like
So,
that
I
rule too. So
I love it. It's great.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
you're totally ruining the spell book, right? But
Oh yeah,
whatever.
who
It's
cares?
it's perfect. Because when else are you ever going to get to use those cantrips that somebody wrote in their spell book, right? It's the only time.
Right. Well, I'm removing the cantrip, so
Because no one's going to make a cantrip of a
spellbook
scroll.
cantrip.
True strike.
Yeah.
True strike scroll. Takes an action to cast it to
All
get
right.
an
I threw the Battle
advantage.
Mage's spellbook there in the party sheet, and when you're searching around the ghouls, this guy down here that Sertegas and CSB teamed up on, you find that he is carrying in his pouch, he has a letter of passage granting them passage through the Shadowlands that has been issued by Elthus Morellian, and it carries the seal of the Moonlit King.
A letter of passage granting them passage through the Shadowlands. Oh, do we recognize that name? Aulus More?
You've never heard the name Elthus before? No.
The Moonlit King. Well, we're going to take this document. We're taking it.
You would have thought they would have presented it to avoid a fight.
Right.
You attacked them. They didn't start the fight.
That's what I'm saying. They can
CSB
say,
jumped
wait,
and headbutted him.
we have.
Well, to be fair, we saw them eating a corpse. So
Yes,
that's
let's
I
where.
know you
investigate
saw them.
this corpse. We must investigate corpse too.
Okay, you investigate the corpse, and you notice that both of the corpses have, despite the let me turn off all that. Despite the images used, they both appear to be emaciated. They have very little clothing on, and they have what look like slave chains around their legs. And you think these may have been purchased as slaves for travel rations.
Can I check to see if one of them is Elthas Morellian?
You can ask them, but they're not very responsive.
Do they have like anything written on the band of their underwear? Just just initials or anything?
Monogrammed
Yeah,
handkerchief, EM.
front, back, inside out,
I mean, if they're in
inside
the
out
military, you
reverse.
got to put your name in your underwear. Who put their name in the underwear when you're in the military? I did. Everybody had to. That's the only way you get your
Um,
underwear back.
fair, fair. And then the only other thing that that they have with them, give me 1 second, is everybody gets to roll on this.
Oh.
Because there was no parcel included, and I think this one deserves a parcel.
Just the dumbest.
Right, I got an arrow.
All
Nice.
Wow.
right. Tarion gets a scroll of counterspell. So Blink has a robe of useful items.
Nice.
Filter of love.
Wah, wah, wah.
Quint gets ammunition +1. Should we make those sling bullets?
It says arrow +1. It does say
Does it?
arrow.
Mine just says ammunition.
So it rolled an arrow for me, but how many? It's just one arrow? It's just like here's one arrow +1.
Yeah.
Usually it's a roll, I think. I think it's, if I remember right, it's 3, I think, but I don't know.
I'll take a look. Scroll of counterspell and a second robe of useful items.
Holy moly.
There's that arrow +1. Yeah. Let's see.
In Valtrex, the table is accessible by players. You can just look in the tables for the robe.
Oh, thanks.
Let me
I just
ID
don't remember
those
how many
all.
we're supposed to get.
And let's say for the arrows, Quint, go ahead and roll me a d6. We'll say that's how many arrows there are.
5, 5, 5, 5.
5. There you go. 5 arrows +1.
How should I do that on my character sheet?
I would create a copy of your bow and then just add it in and then give it just 5 ammunition.
Okay.
So what I did on the other
I'll put
tables,
those
I
in my
just
inventory
made a
though.
note with the robe of with the items. Is that okay? Will that work for you?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Okay.
Tyrion goes, "Ooh, some fancy toilet paper." So, but does anybody want my spell scroll?
So, Tyrion, why don't you go ahead
Who
and
can use it?
re-roll? I generally rule, and I think Drake does the same thing, that you can't use a scroll as a reaction.
Yeah.
So
It,
counter spell.
I closed the table.
I mean, maybe if you're standing there readied with
Holding
a
it.
scroll as a
Yeah.
reaction. I mean, like,
Yeah.
okay, if they're gonna cast
I'll
a spell
tape
on
it.
me, I'm gonna ready this right.
Tape
What's
it on
that?
the inside of my shield, so it's accessible in every time.
That's, I think I'm gonna just, when I'm ready to use the arrows +1, I'll just give myself a +1.
A naughty number. And it's Kingdom's ointment for
Kingdom's
69. That's
ointment.
pretty.
So Quint's gonna mention that he says this note on this Darkul is about the Moonlit King. His name is Ludimir Imbrarium the 16th, I think, something along those lines. Now, he is the king of the Shadow Fae during the Winter Court's rule. The Moonlit King became lost to the favor of his wife, the Queen of Night and Magic, long ago, and fell from power. The Queen exiled him, banishing him from his seat to the courts of the Shadow Fae. And that's since he has sunk deep into madness and intervening and over the centuries. So getting a pass from him isn't necessarily always what everyone wants, I should say. We don't have any ties to the Moonlit King, right?
You don't, but apparently the Derek will do.
Oh, yeah. Could be a big clue right there. A wooden ladder, 24 feet long. You always could use that And you also get a 42. It comes with a towel.
You rolling up all of the robe items?
Yes.
You should be able to do that
Who's
in a single
Filter Love?
table roll.
You become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. We
How
see.
does
So we had the DM set a value, and we put that in to be sold. How's that?
yeah?
Yeah, I'm happy to sell it.
Yeah. So throw a value. I'll throw it in the bag of holding to be sold next time we get back to a store.
How many times do you roll on it?
On the
On the
It's
useful items,
44. It's 44, and I started with, so I did that. I got 11.
You got 11. There's 11 patches on the bad boy. Plus whatever comes the basics. I
Oh,
always
mine
wanted to.
also has 11.
Always wanted to have a. When customer support by just took the potions.
Hey, I drew it. I get it.
if you want, I created a table that does all 11 in one, all 44 in one shot. Or you can roll it.
Well, I mean, he's almost done now. But who's got the other one? Blink?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
Can you?
I'll just go ahead and create a output it to
Wait,
story.
Blink had an 11 too on it thing? That's funny.
Yeah. All right.
And it's rolling them now. Ah, you're gonna be rich.
Well, we, as a party in general, until just now, we had 1,309 gold. An 8th level party, so we were poor.
Well,
I mean,
not
Quint has
gonna be that poor
47 gold
anymore.
pieces. 47.
All right, there you go, Blink.
Which is a lot
Thank
of
you.
money, technically.
Not when it costs you 5,000 to go from adventure to adventure.
It's the
It's only money.
it's the only way you can spend gold in 5e, anyways. Get it raped out of your bags of pouches and stuff.
My robe is clearly used because all the good stuff is gone. And I have
Yeah,
ladders
it's all
and
in Blink's.
coffers and
Yeah, right. An iron door.
so
That comes in
one
handy
more.
once in a while, Iron Door.
Oh
I
crap.
Hey,
20 gems worth 100 gold each.
nice.
and a pit. Yeah, I didn't get any of the gems or any of the healing potions. I got 4 wooden ladders, 2 rowboats, a pit, and 3 coffers.
Blink
Boy,
got
are we
2
gonna
iron
climb some
doors.
ladders though?
Oh
We
my
can have
god!
a ladder race. We can be hop 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 hop. You're gonna be pulling these wooden ladders out for everything. They would have been handy. You could have just laid them all over the sand, right? Stretched it on. Let's see, 2 of them we could have got all the way across the sand on the wooden ladders. See, they would have been helpful.
Or a rowboat would have worked too.
Yeah, we could have row your boat.
All right, I'll unshare that image since you guys are done with that. All right, Selvin, she explains to you what the doom sand is. The doom sand's usually anywhere from 10 to 30 feet deep, and then you sink 1d4 plus 1 feet every time you start your turn there, and it gives you the restrained condition. At the start of each of your turns, you sink another d4 feet and make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened. If you become completely submerged, you're pretty well hosed. But otherwise, you can try to break out.
What
Unless
what
you're
was
Tyrion and
their
you can get out.
what was their Constitution score? Jingo, 300 biddies. What's up, Jingo?
Their constitution was a 14.
So what is that? 4
Strength was a
minutes
16.
they suffocate.
Yeah,
So how deep would
and
they
they're
be in
scared the
4
whole time.
minutes? Just asking.
This particular one was about 15 feet deep.
Oh, so there is a bottom.
There is a bottom. They're just stuck on the bottom, scared and restrained and unable to
They're
get
also
out.
undead, so they don't breathe.
So can we like go fishing in this thing with a grappling hook maybe and see if we can fish out some loots? Is that how we get some ropes, ladders? 24-foot ladder goes flying out of the pit. We could try to fish out the horse. He might still be alive. Heave!
Horse is dead.
Snorted too much sand.
Yep. Well, you got scared and just inhaled.
I guess we need to find a little spot to take a short rest anyways to get some hit die kicking on the customer support bot.
Yes, please.
I suppose I could heal him.
Can we pull out a like a bard and have like Song of Rest or something going? I don't know.
So I pull out a form, request for maintenance. Has to be filled out in triplicate and approved by your manager, and then I'll be glad to heal you.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
How's Quint not wounded? Oh, he is wounded. I'm sorry. 10. Never mind. Durr.
All right. Well, you guys have no
I
trouble
thought those were
getting
temporary
a
hit
short
points.
rest. I'll go ahead and push the short rest.
Da, 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 da,
If you want to burn.
Yeah, I want to burn some hit die.
Nice. There you go. There's 12 back from the repair metal.
Thank you.
That's good. Burp, burp. Damn it, why didn't I roll that one first? Alright, so Quint's all like, I feel much better now that I've had a short rest. Oh, and I get my
Can I upcast that?
I get my fade away back too, I think.
I can upgrade it. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I came back.
Do NPCs get hit die? No, probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can burn hit die, yeah.
I don't know if the Fantasy Grounds
I don't think it's on
implementation
there.
has it, but she would have CR4, so 4 hit die.
Well, it'd also be plus her con modifier, so
I just got an error. Damage CA.
he used
That's weird.
he used a recovery, so maybe you get a
Same thing you did. It's using hit die.
mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I'll heal her 15, or I'll remove 15 of them. I'm allowed to.
Yep, go ahead.
15 plus her con modifier twice, if she's got a con modifier.
And I'll heal Tyrion for
Oh.
15.
Thanks.
Also, it looks like Jingo bought Tyrion a random magic item.
Oh,
Right.
sweet.
Thank you for that.
Oh, and Quint's gonna get a couple of his arrows back anyways. Hunting around for him.
You need the table again?
Oh yeah, I closed it already.
Okay. There you go. A potion of animal friendship.
Oh, I'm totally gonna make
Alright.
friends with something cool.
You can like use it on Blink.
No, we're already friends.
You could use it on the dead horse.
So is everybody?
It's a little stiff.
Does anybody want to burn a couple of potions, maybe? Quint has so many. Or his healing potions. He's got 4 potions of healing. If somebody wants one, he'll give one to you. Sir Tagas or Tyrion.
I think I'm good.
You good? Yeah, okay. Alright, well, we keep heading south then.
All right. So you guys keep on heading south, and you make it to evening. You guys go ahead and find a good spot to camp, kind of off the road a little bit, get yourselves situated. Um, and what's your normal camp order, watch order?
Um,
Okay, so Tyrion, um,
yeah.
during your watch, you notice that you're starting to feel funny, um, and your neck is starting to become really stiff and hard to move. Um, and give me one of those.
You get sand in your crotch. Doom sand.
That's the last time I let Blink cook dinner for me.
It's like you went to the beach and you didn't clean your trousers out. You just went to the movies or something. I've done that
All
from
right.
experience.
And during the night, you this pain in your neck starts to spread, and you actually take 13 points of necrotic damage.
It's a freaking lich in there.
Do I think I know like if I got attacked by something or if there's some like
Well,
presence
you
casting a spell on me?
you distinctly remember getting bit during the battle.
Oh yeah.
So you would also know that Sir Tegas can heal disease.
I also just happened to find a ointment for that too.
Keogman's ointment, there's probably a couple of doses.
All right,
Ketom's
yeah,
ointment's pretty
I'm
good.
gonna wake up Sir Tegas and see
How,
if he might be able to help
how,
me out.
how's it said? I never said it right ever.
I always heard it as ketoms.
Ketoms. I don't know.
All right, so I've used 3 of my 6 lay on hands. So I'm going to use one of my lay on hands to heal her disease,
Okay.
presuming it's a disease.
It is a disease that you have encountered before called Daracul fever. And the last time you encountered it, I ruled it wrong. I went back and researched it, and it does count as a disease. So your lay on hands does work for it.
All right, and then I'll use my last 2 to heal him for 10 points. So he will only be down 1 more than he was before.
Kyotum. Kyotum. Yeah, that's kind of how I usually try to say it.
And let me throw that on him. 1, 2.
Why didn't we get any sound on that, huh? That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lay on hands. I don't know if that has.
No, the long rest. He pushed the long rest. We didn't get no love.
I didn't push it to everybody because
Oh.
Tyrion didn't get a long rest.
Oh.
So it wasn't
I,
the normal long rest.
I swear all the bad stuff in this campaign happens to Tyrion.
It's not intentional, I swear. But yeah, Tyrion, the disease is healing nicely with the laying on of hands, but you
The,
don't fully recover until uh, the long rest after you're cured. And you took 11, right?
Yes, but I healed 5. I healed 10 of it.
Right. But it does lower your max hit points by the amount of necrotic damage you took. So I've made that adjustment on your character sheet.
and
Okay.
does do you get your rages back for a short and or just a rest or on long rest only? So, ew. Hey,
Uh,
here's a potion of long rest. Here, drink this. Here you go. That'd be a nice one. Here.
yeah, or a chat reward, instant long rest, and Rob's has
Oh,
one.
yeah, but it's expensive too, and it really is a game changer. You go throwing that in.
Oh
I did
yeah,
it one time right at the end of a big boss fight. The DM's like, and I threw it in. He was mad at me.
it's worse if you do the long rest for the NPCs.
Oh, I never tried
Nice.
that.
Oh, that's not cool. I don't like that.
Yeah, the big bad guy gets all his spells back.
So Quint's trying to feed off of this other Shadows phase knowledge of the Shadow Roads and moving towards
hmm
his knowledge of the Shadow being a Whisperer,
hmm
archetype.
And she's happy to share what she knows. She has a lot of experience with the Shadow Realm. She's lived here for nearly 10 years as her primary place of residence, traveling and guiding people on the roads. Um, she is less careful now around you guys, and you occasionally catch the whiff of that Darkle stench. Um, that
Or
she doesn't mask it quite as much.
or Blink. I mean, we're like confused. Is Blink there? Oh no, that's
It's
her.
a new smell,
It's a
not better, not worse, just different.
different. It's like it's not. It's like two different kinds of cheese, right? The ones they're just really monkey. Yeah.
It's the funky stuff, yeah. So yeah, anything in particular you're looking for info on?
Just information about. He's trying to collect knowledge on where Shadow Roads may begin, and make a little map maybe of knowledge on Shadow Roads in the area.
So the Shadow Road, she explains that the Shadow Roads, the Shadow Realm itself, is in in a very vague way. It's kind of a corrupted reflection of the real world, but distances and times don't flow the same. The roads between areas in the Shadow Realm largely align with the ley lines, the power ley lines that exist in the normal world. These are giant conduits of magical power that people who have developed that ability can sense, can tap into to power their spells much more powerfully. And the Shadow Realm, the roads that were discovered and are traveled on, are the shadow corrupted equivalent. And
And
that's what
there's
makes passage possible through the Shadow Realm.
and there's entrances and exits that can be mapped, right? Yeah.
Right. There's entrances and exits. Some can be created through spell casting. There's ways to make temporary gates into and out of
Which we've
the Shadow
seen.
Realm.
Quint has actually seen someone do that.
Correct. You saw the Vukas Shroudson, the
Yeah.
Shadowmancer, was able to create that. She has an ability that allows her to transport her and people with her into and out of, or was it just her? I can't remember. I think maybe just her, but she has the ability to transfer back to the regular world, which is relatively rare um, but she doesn't go out to the regular world terribly often.
Probably not very welcome there as much.
No. She does slowly kind of open up to you as you guys are talking and traveling together, and you find out, little tidbits about her past, about how she was a Darakul. She was involved in the overthrow of Krakova, but she rebelled against the Emperor Nicephorus because her and others like her disagreed with what they were doing.
Did you kill my brother? Were you there?
No, that was Otmar. You met him. Yeah, she's a worshiper of Sarastra, and her goal is to abolish the Emperor's rule and the Imperium's alliance with the vampires of Morgau and Daresh.
So similar to Quince, right?
Yeah, very similar to Quint's goals. She just comes at it from the other side.
If there
She's
is
an
a
insider on their side.
thing going on, is that necrophiliac? What do you call it? I don't know what you call it.
She can put
No.
a mask, a magical, illusion on for you if you want. Still
Well,
smells the same, but
Quinn can cast minor illusion too. He can. It's like a brown bag. He can brown bag it.
you can minor illusion the smell and just make it smell good.
Roses, nice.
All right. That's Selvin. So you guys sleep through the night, all except Tarian, who has really bad fever dreams throughout the night as he's shaking off this disease, and you all get up the next morning, and as you get kind of started walking along, Selvin starts looking around like she's not quite sure of the direction that you're heading in, and you're as you're walking along, you notice that there's this really kind of immense forest ahead of you, and the road winds right through the center of it. And she looks at it with kind of confused, and she's like, I don't recognize this forest. I've been on this road before, but I do not recognize this forest.
Is it perhaps an illusion? Maybe.
It's possible. The description before you is a dark forest with trees rising as much as 100 feet into the air. Foreboding and sorrow seem to emanate from within. Occasionally, shadowy creatures, only glimpsed, move amongst the trees. Slow, plaintive howls echo among the dark branches as a cool wind begins to blow, as if whispering barely discernible words. She has returned. She has returned. She has returned. The trees directly before you slowly part, forming a natural opening that leads into the shadowy woods beyond. As your eyes slowly adjust to the dim light, you see the silhouette of a large tree-like creature emerge from perhaps 30 paces into the woods and step onto the path. The strange creature completely blocks the way and seems to be watching you and waiting.
So just to clarify, when you mentioned that the pathway is there, are the trees physically moving, or
Mhm.
did they? Okay.
The trees, you watch them physically move out of the way as a pathway opened up in front of you.
Okay.
Selvin seems quite afraid, but she believes that the forest moved here on its own, and she doesn't know who this "she has returned" is referring to.
Does the
And
figure ahead of us look feminine?
No, the figure looks
I'll use
like
my
a
eagle eyes.
large tree,
Well,
a
I mean,
large tree-like creature.
is it an oak tree or is it a fig tree? I mean,
It looks like this, actually.
yeah, that doesn't look feminine.
No, no, not terribly feminine.
No.
Um, a large living tree with dark, cracked bark blocks the trail in front of you. Black eyes watch you intently. Thick, dark sap runs unchecked like tears down its gnarled face. The strange creature shows no other signs of emotion. Suddenly it speaks in a deep, powerful voice. She has returned. The Dusk Queen has returned. Have you come to retrieve the mirror shards for her?
We all look at each other. Maybe
Yes. Yes, we have.
if somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I don't want to tell this guy no.
We're all like, uh, mirror shards. Who? We look at
Do we
what's her
know?
face? Yeah, have we heard of these things?
Uh, Everybody go ahead and give me a Arcana or History check. And Quint, you have advantage.
Um, unfortunately,
May
Quint is
not be
not
trained
good
in
at.
either of them,
Yeah,
but
Quint is not good in either one, but I think history would make a better sense for him. It's at Arcana.
that's all right, because Sir Tagos knows more than all of you.
He's
Rolling
memorized
a
the
23,
text.
so that means you get all of the info. So here's what you know about the Dusk Queen. So you know the current aristocracy, the current ruler of the Shadow Realm is the Queen of Night and Magic, Arastra. That's the one Quint is familiar with, and who um, Selvin worships. And then there was her husband, the Moonlit King. You saw the paper from them.
Right.
The Dusk Queen ruled the Shadow Forest and the surrounding lands for many years until she vanished mysteriously. The Dusk Queen, she existed before the Queen of Night and Magic and the Moonlit King, and she ruled over the Shadow Realm. She possessed a powerful magical mirror that she used to control and terrorize her subjects. Someone known as the Sun King smashed the mirror shortly before the Dusk Queen's mysterious disappearance. The Shadow Forest is thought to be inhabited by frightening creatures, many of which come from the plane of shadow itself. The Dusk Queen was protected by a dark paladin. Many whispered that this dread guard was much more to her than simply a royal guard. The Dusk Queen was a shadow fae who journeyed to the Shadow Forest from the Fae realm of the Winter Court. She was also said to be a true theurge, able to wield both arcane and divine magic in powerful and unique ways. Did you want any of that in the chat, or
Yeah, I'll drag it into my notes.
Yeah, I was looking to see. I don't really have a way of communicating with these guys.
there? That's all of the text. The
The
numbers there is the DC for, and then
knowledge
Sir Tagos
of
went and rolled a
5.
23. All right. So you want to convince this thing that you are, yes, here for the mirror shards? You're all
Well,
shaking
if
your
the
head.
mirror
Yeah.
shards are meant are a thing of evil to control people, do we want to mess with them?
Do we want evil people to get them? No.
The mirror is. You don't know what the mirror shards do.
Well, we're assuming the shards were the pieces that made the mirror after the Sunlight King smashed it.
Yes, but you don't know
So
what they
you put
do.
the shards together, it makes the mirror, and the mirror is the one you mirror, mirror on the wall. I wish to screw with these people most of all.
Yep. So somebody
So
give me a either persuasion or deception if you're trying to convince this thing that you're
uh,
here for the shards.
Quint is not very good at deception.
Well, a 13 was what you needed, and you rolled a
Certegas.
13.
Nothing else we can. I'll whisper to them. Nothing else we can destroy them later.
That's what I'm saying. We can keep somebody else from getting them.
So Quint, you managed to convince this thing,
Oh,
and it
Certegas.
begins. What's that?
That was Certegas.
Oh, sorry,
It's,
that was
it's not a
Sertegas. I thought.
lie.
I,
We are here for them. We didn't come here for them, but we are here now for them.
Yes, we're
So
here for
it's not a
yeah.
lie. It's true.
We're all like,
yep.
yes, we're here for the pizza
Totally.
buffet. Yes.
So he again starts spouting in this deep voice. One rests at the bottom of a dark pool. One is embedded in the trunk of the hanging tree. One lies beneath a mound of smooth black stones. One has fallen into a deep pit of shadows. One is somewhere within the putrid bog. It looks up at you and then begins backing into the forest again, leaving the pathway ahead of it clear.
Recede to the shadows. Recede to the shadows.
And now it looks like one of the other trees in the forest. Quint, you notice up ahead there's a lot of little, like, you see movement in the shadows above you. You can never quite see them clearly, but you get the feeling that there's a lot of things flying up above the forest canopy above you.
Like
Little things.
bats?
Maybe you can kind of hear a little bit of wings.
Evil
Probably,
pixies?
probably Sturgis.
Probably Sturgis. Well, Quint's gonna go pull up his cloak, try to be stealthy, and then go like investigate to see what it is.
You're gonna fly up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll try to be stealthy though. I'll roll a stealth check just in case. Shh! I'm hunting wabbits. Hunting flying wabbits. Why did it? Oh, because I dropped it in the chat instead of double
Yep.
clicking.
And then it complained. Foe is set to hit and use the dice tower to make your stealth roll. All right, so you fly on up, 20, 30 feet, and you are immediately surrounded by these dark black sturges. They're shadowy. They don't look quite solid as all four immediately begin attacking you.
I'm like, I'm hidden. I'm hidden.
And the rest of you have a really hard time from down on the ground making them out at all. They're extremely hard to see as they flit about up there in the canopy. So we're gonna start with one of these coming and trying to latch right onto Quint's neck. And unfortunately for Quint, he tried to hide right near it, so it didn't really work. As this thing flies and stabs you right in the neck with this shadowy, piercing proboscis, and does a little bit of damage to you. Come on. Yep. Is it opening that map? Does a little bit of damage to you. And it attaches to you, and you feel the strength begin to drain out of you as your strength score is reduced by 4.
Damn. Like this bag got really heavy now. Ugh. Oh wait, it's a bag of holding.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It didn't change weight.
Where is...
It still weighs 15 pounds.
As it's sitting there sucking on your neck. Tyrion.
Quint's like, ouch. He says up in the shadows.
Yeah. And I just yell, hey, hold still, I'm going to throw a javelin at it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Quint looks around and everything's like shadowy up here, including himself.
Yes, everything is extremely hard to see.
Yeah.
And let me get the actual...
I wasn't actually going to try to throw a javelin at it.
Oh, okay.
I was just joking because I couldn't, couldn't really see it. So looking around down here, I don't like see or hear any sign of anything.
No, they all seem to be in the upper canopies of the trees. None of them are coming down near the path.
All right. What if I go and try to get one of these mirror pieces? Can I see any of them or no?
You want to take your action to look around?
Look around? Yeah, I'll do that.
Looking for mirror shards?
Yeah.
All right. You start looking around, and all you see is Quinn up there slapping at his neck like, holy shit, what the... But you do not see any mirror shards or anything that looks even remotely like a mirror shard.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to take out my Sturge call. How high is he? How many feet?
He was what, 20 feet, 30 feet?
Yeah, something you said like 30 feet or so.
Yeah, about 30 feet.
Into the canopy.
Yeah, the trees go up to 100 feet, so you can be up to 100 feet, but they're plenty up there.
All right, so I will cast
I just went up to see what they were, and they were like, "Oh, look,
dinner."
So I'll cast Sanctuary on him.
By the shadow.
So if anything wants to attack him.
What about this thing sticking in my neck? What happens to it?
It's already automatic. You remove it on your turn.
Targets the warded creature with an attack. So he's already attached, yeah, but the other three aren't. But if you make an attack, it'll go away. So it's up to you if you want to run. What do you want to do? So that's pretty much all I'm going to move.
When's the last time you had seen Quint stay and fight by himself? It hasn't happened.
My sword.
It hasn't happened.
Go toe to toe.
Yeah.
And ready my action so that if it gets close enough, I'll attack it.
Okay.
The Sanctuary is a bonus action.
So, yeah, Quint doesn't want to be here right now. So, it's dim light everywhere, right?
Yeah, everywhere.
He just misty steps, like, turns into a shadow and misty steps to the ground.
Okay. He misty steps to the ground, and the thing is still in his neck.
It's still in his neck.
It comes with
as an action, he's gonna pull the thing out and like hand it to Tagos. It's like, here, kill it.
Let me see what the removal is.
Probably a strength check now. I got a weakened strength. It's like perfect for some cobalt press shit. Yeah.
It's just an automatic action. There's no check.
So
You're
he's like,
strong enough.
he's
It's weak.
he's holding it in front
Yeah.
of him, trying to give it to
You
Certegas.
pull it off your neck, and you notice this one seems bloated.
Yeah.
Like
I
it had a
wonder why.
really good meal.
Yeah.
It's just
Me.
fat and
Can I?
wings are
Can I?
barely buzzing.
Can I squeeze the juice back in me? I don't know.
Drink it.
All right. Blink pulls out his wand and looks over at Quint and he yells, "Pull!" And then he throws it up and he shoots it with a firebolt.
Okay.
Let's see. There we go.
You only need to roll to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they probably got one
And
hit
then I
point.
put my
One hit
umbrella
point.
up.
So Quint like goes to throw it, but he blasts it out of his hands, and he gets covered in all of his own gook.
Put my umbrella up.
Oh,
Like,
Quint has all the fun.
He still has his cloak up too, right? His hood up, so it's like all in his hair back here.
You're noticing Quint is also much paler than usual right now. Like,
That's a good look for you,
his
Quint.
skin is just glowingly pale.
He's like, I feel like somebody took away my strength.
Can I help you with trying to court Sylvan?
There's a whole bunch of them up there. I don't think we should go flying around willy nilly. Does it look like any of the other ones were attracted to us?
No. Now that you're out of the canopy, they kind of ignore you.
We're all looking around. Quint's like,
That
I
was
think we
probably the
should.
only one. You should go back up and check.
No, there was. I saw lots of them, didn't I?
You did.
It's the only
Yeah.
one that's aggressive. The other ones are fine.
Yeah. I tell you what. Let me get my strength back, and I'll carry your scrawny ass up there.
All right. Well, that is a good spot to end it for tonight, and we'll
No.
go ahead and pick up in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
The Dusk Queen.
The Dusk Queen. So yeah, tomorrow is Saturday, and I will be DMing over on Rob's channel. Coming close to the end of Stormlord's Wrath, so we got like a couple more encounters to do, or actually a whole little section. But and then that's at 9 over on Rob Tui's channel, and then Sunday, All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. I think we're just doing some random BS crap. That if you want to come talk about Fantasy Grounds and stuff, we'll be over there. And then Tuesday, we've missed 2 sessions in a row so far of Waterdeep Under Siege, but I think we're on. So yeah, we got some lineup, and looks like we're gonna be back at it. So look forward to that. Let's see if there's anybody we should go raid. Rob. We got to raid Rob, right? Let's go hit Rob up for a quick raid. Stick around, chat. We're gonna go raid him real quick as he is playing Fantasy Grounds, Dungeons and Dragons as well. So we're gonna go hit him up and say goodnight to everybody. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Good night.
All right, we're raiding.